Today I'm going to tell you guys why I turned down my dream job at Google. Stay tuned. Yo, what's going on YouTube? This is Zach with IT Career Questions. And that's right, I did. I turned down my job at Google. And it's kind of a long story. So let me start from the beginning. It's always been my dream to work at Google. From the time that I can really remember of knowing about Google and understanding what they do, their culture, the environment that they really have within their organization. From the time I was about 16, 17 years old, so back in like 2000, 2001, it's always been my dream to work there. However, I was never in the position where I was qualified enough to work there. I never had the skills to work for Google, and I still probably to this day don't and didn't really have the skills to work for Google. You know, back at that time, you needed to be enrolled in Harvard or MIT and have a 4.0 GPA and, be at the top of your class to go work at Google, right? Like, you had to be an absolute genius to go work for Google, which is perfectly understandable at that time. I get that. Times have changed, however, because Google has now dropped their requirements where you do not have to have a college degree. However, you do need to show that you are somewhat of a genius or can really bring something extremely valuable to the table, right? Here's the story with what happened with me. Somebody from Google, I'm not going to tell you who, reached out to me. Now, I was really excited about this, and this happened a few months ago, and I really kind of got super geeked out, right? And imagine, this is now 18 years later, 19 years later, and Google is saying, hey, Zach, we love what you're doing on YouTube. We see what you're doing and you have such great enthusiasm. And we think you'd be a great fit for this position in Google. Can we talk with you? And I've been freaking out, right? I'm just absolutely besides myself. Oh my gosh, Google they want me? No way. This is mind blowing. My mind is blown, right? So I get on the phone and I talk to this guy and I find out that the position is for a sales engineer, which, don't get me wrong, sales engineer positions, they pay a lot of money. I could say that I work for Google, which is outstanding. So the sales engineer position would be for their Google Cloud Platform. I could sell Google Cloud Platform all day, every day. I could sell anything Google all day, every day. I am a Google fanboy. I don't care. I love Google. The position, it just wasn't right for me. It was in Chicago, that's 2 hours away from me. And, it's not exactly what I wanted to be doing. My dreams of working for Google were moving to Mountain View, California, and living there and working in their Google headquarters. It wasn't for working for one of their other locations in Chicago. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with that. And if the circumstances were any different, I definitely would have taken this position. Don't get me wrong. I probably should have by all means, but it just, it wasn't right for me. It wasn't in the cards. But what I want to get to the point with this video is here I am, like I said, 18, 19 years later, being reached out to from Google, right? Saying that they would love to work with me, that, that they see all this potential and they love what I'm doing and, think I'd be a great fit. And here I always thought that I was not good enough, that I didn't have what it, takes to work for Google. Now, there's many things that could be said about this job opportunity, right? There's many things that you could say about sales engineer and, it's sales, right? A lot of people get reached out for sales types of positions. I get that, right? But for me, my dream company reaching out to me, that's exciting. I want you guys to know that no matter what, you put in the hard work, you put in the dedication, you go through the years of grinding, of going through dead-end job after dead-end job sometimes, that at some point, those perfect opportunities can present themselves. You can get the dream job that you've always wanted. and you could get a phone call out of the blue like I did. And it might not be that time for you, like it wasn't the time for me. And I'm hoping that one day in the future, I get another phone call from Google, because that would be absolutely amazing. Again, I doubt it that I ever will get another phone call from Google, but that would be great. Hi, Google. If I did, I would love another opportunity, obviously. But don't let your dreams not become a reality. Make your dreams a reality. You know, it might take time, and that's okay. Like, sometimes your dreams take time to come to fruition. And that's okay. Like, everybody's dreams sometimes can take time. I can't believe that it took this many years, right? Like, some of the people who are watching my video are 18 and 19 years old. Like, you guys were born in 2000 and 2001, right? Like, here I am, like 16, 17 years old, like I want to work for Google. Google's the most amazing company in the whole wide world. Please let me work for Google. And then I'm like, oh, I can't because I suck, right? Like that was my mentality back then. I just didn't have the skills back then. I did web development, search engine optimization. That's what I did when I was 16 and 17. That's how I got into this, right? I didn't have what it took to work for Google. I didn't go to college to do that. I was self-taught. I just didn't have that. I just had the entrepreneurship to go out and do it all on my own, much like I'm doing right now. And, again, I'm honored, I'm blessed, I'm amazed and blown away by the fact that that opportunity presented itself. And this may have been a clickbait-ish type of title to the video. I apologize. It's not what I was really intending, maybe a little bit, but please, don't ever get discouraged because you're not getting what you want out of life. You have to work for it. You have to go through the BS every day. Sometimes you have to just be stuck in the weeds. You have to go through the hardships and hard times to be presented with opportunities that you're destined for, that are worth you. So I hope this video helps and gives you guys encouragement. And I turned down the job at Google. I did. I can't believe that I said no, I didn't exactly go through the entire process. Went through like part of the process, but I said, I can't do this right now. And that was kind of it. I'm sure it probably would have worked out wonderful and amazing, but I turned it down. So don't be me. When you get your dream job offered to you at your footsteps, if you can take it, take it. But if you can't because of reasons like me, that's okay too. Something else will come along. So anyway, I hope this video helps you guys in some way. And this was my story. I just wanted to share it with you guys and do something a little bit different. So that's all I got for you guys today. If you have any comments, questions, or concerns, hit me up in the comments below. As always, take it easy.